welcome back to my channel. It's Sam Plays. If you are new here, welcome. I am Sam, and today I am bringing you a speed build. So we are going to be working on the campsite today. I'm going to go ahead and put this next to the big red barn. If you haven't seen that speed build, I will put it up in the cards. And if you want to see more speed builds like this, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe down below. I truly appreciate it. So we are going to start off here. I already got the campsite plot planned out. We're just going to put it in this area. And then I'm going to go ahead and actually time travel to the next day. So I have it, the building actually here. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Okay, so it is the next day, and I'm going to go ahead and get my hard hat on here, and we are going to get to terraforming. So I'm actually not doing a huge cliff right now. I think eventually might connect the two, but for now I just wanted a basic outline around the campsite. I honestly was not sure what I was going to do with this, and then inspiration sort of struck, and I just spent the day planning and playing around with this, and I got it to the point where I am pretty content with it. So yeah, so I figured I would go ahead and speed build it out for you. So basically what the goal is to make the campsite sort of inside of a barn, and make it look as barn-esque as possible. Obviously I can't put like simple panels or anything, simple panels, well basically anything on top of the campsite, so I had to get a little creative, and I've really been seeing everyone using these loft beds as sort of like you know, behind shops and things like that, and I think it looks really nice. I wish they had a brown that would have matched a little bit better, but I think overall it still looks really good, and you know, the contrast is really nice. So in front I just put the hay bales, kind of makes it look not as, doesn't make the simple panels seem very sort of out in the open there. So yeah, I did that. I thought that was really, really nice. There were a few things I forgot to craft, unfortunately, so yeah, I like these swinging benches, so I thought it'd be really nice to put that here. And I thought a little pond would be nice as well. Nothing huge, just a little pond that you can enjoy while you're walking by. If you're at the campsite, it's like the campsite's little personal pond here. So I'm just trying to get it. I didn't want it like a full circle, more of an oval shape. So that's sort of what I'm working on here. And here I just sort of start putting items around, trying to see kind of what I like and what I don't like, and just really playing around with different furniture items. So like I love this bamboo noodle slide. I think it's such a fun furniture item or DIY item. I wish I could have fit it back there, but I did not. And that's fine. I end up actually putting it on the other side. It's sort of hidden, but pretty like in the open as well. So I kind of have it in a spot. I don't know. I don't really know if I'm gonna keep it right there. So far, I like it, so we'll see um, sort of what happens. But I thought it would be a cute little water feature next to the little swimming pond. I thought putting a little flimsy fishing rod would be super cute. I was trying it to make it look like it was leaning against something. So I figured kind of hidden behind the chair wouldn't look as obvious there. So, yeah. Now I'm just going to put some trees in the area to sort of fill it up. I want this to feel sort of secluded, but also like a part of the town. Like I said, I wasn't quite sure where I wanted to put the campsite, and I thought maybe it would be kind of nice to put it in sort of the town area rather than farther back. So, obviously, towards the back of my island, there's going to be a lot of homes and farms and things like that. So I thought maybe it would be really nice to keep sort of the campsite up front so it's next to the shops and to the cafe and like the shopping areas and things like that. So I'm just playing around with the placement of trees and sort of got it to where I didn't mind them. And now I'm going to finish this pathing. So I actually laid the path early off camera to sort of try to figure out where it was going to go from the in front of the cafe, things like that. And so that's sort of what I worked on, and I got it to where it ends. So now it's just putting the grass over the sand here, and I sort of wanted it to look like it goes into the campsite. So I do stop it there, and then I'll pick it back up to finish the rest of the way. And then I will connect that eventually when I figure out what is going on the other side of the campsite. Here I decided that I thought it'd be really nice to use a little bit of this brick pathing. It took me a little bit to kind of get it how I liked it. A lot of trial and error and playing around with the different shapes and things like that with this brick. But yeah. I was really struggling with the with this pathing today. I don't know what the dealio was. I just could not get it to where I liked it. I thought maybe there was too many gaps, and then some parts it just didn't line up the way I kind of wanted it to. And yeah, it took me a good while to figure this little area out. I almost decided to completely get rid of it and to do something else. But then, as you can see here, I just decided to just completely start over, to try again. And pretty much at that point, I was pretty happy with how it turned out. Like I said, it took a while, but yeah, like I said, I was definitely happier with how it turned out on that second try. Now I am working on this little section here and trying to figure out the trees still. So I decided about now that I was going to use some stunted trees. I thought maybe that it would look nicer. It wouldn't quite block a couple of the areas that full-grown trees were blocking. So yeah, and here is a sneak peek of another build that I will be doing pretty soon. So yeah, like I said, I was kind of on the struggle bus a little bit as far as builds go, and then today somehow, some way, I got inspired, and yeah, so I've had to do this one first because I thought of this one first, and now sort of other things are coming to mind. And yeah, so I'm going to be cranking out speed builds like no tomorrow for the next probably couple weeks. So I'm very excited. So definitely want to get moving more on this island. I feel like I've been on here forever, and I haven't lost like enthusiasm for it yet. I still am very excited to do a farm island, but sometimes the motivation and the creativity is just not there sometimes. So yeah, it was, like I said, very nice to get that back today. So I am trying to keep this area sort of secluded by itself, and so that is why I was using the fencing to kind of block it off in the back. I won't have anything back behind here. I'm just not sure if I'm going to use cliff yet behind there, fill it up with trees. I honestly have no idea. So and then I forgot that I have blankets to use, and I thought that it would be perfect to use blankets in this area, and I was going to layer them and then realize that that blanket was not going to work. And I had this little diagonal blanket, and I figured I would try it, and I honestly really like how this turned out. It turned out pretty perfectly, in my opinion. Just like a little runner blanket running underneath. So I thought it was super cute, and I just kind of left it. So I decided right in front of the swing and on these blankets would be a cute little picnic area, just hanging out, relaxing. It also took me a really long time to figure out this area as well. It just was really small. I wanted to make sure you could still get back to the swing, and it just, I don't know why it took me so long to figure this out, but again, struggle bus on this one. But I have the little blue picnic basket, and I thought this little rattan stool fit perfectly with that, so I thought it'd be really cute to put like the little food item on there. So I have these grapes, which I think are just so cute. And then of course you have to have sweets on a picnic, so of course I had to bring the sweet things. So I did that. And I got this mom's cushion when I did my Treasure Island. If you haven't seen that video, I will link that in the cards. It was so much fun. I highly recommend that if you want to get some items that you desperately need, check that out. It was a lot of fun. So I ended up getting a couple of those mom cushions, and I love that blue one I used. I think it's just so pretty, and it's fairly neutral, so it'll pretty much go with anything, I feel like. So that's always good. I like neutral things. Now I'm just going through, putting some flowers down and things like that. Then I put the stunted tree down and realized I can't put the apple behind it, so I moved it over, and honestly it was a little blessing in disguise. I think it looks so much better. You can see the swing, gives a little bit more space, but you still get that tree. I put the shrub there. It just kind of all fell into place once I moved that tree over just a little bit. And I did not lose the little laundry area back there. So I still end up doing that. Now I am going to work on this little area. I don't know why, but I was having some issues with that clothesline. It didn't look like it, but oh my gosh, and then I realized that I could have just stood closer to the cliff and it would have worked the first time. And I don't know, my brain just was not functioning today during the speed build. Like, I had this great idea, and then it's like my brain just melted while I was doing. I don't know. It was weird, but you know what? I got it done, and we're here. We're moving. We're going with it. So now I am just filling in some empty spaces, put some flowers and any other, I don't know if I even have any more shrubs, but yeah, just putting a few little custom designs down and just trying to fill in this space a little bit more. I was not going to put silos in this area, to be honest. And then I thought maybe that it would make it look a little more like a barn and also give it a little extra height towards the back. So I did the one, which I will place here in a moment, and decided that I really liked it. So yeah, just experimenting, trying to figure out what works, what looks good, what doesn't. I mean, honestly, that's pretty much my builds most of the time when I do that. And here goes the silo. Had to grab more clay for the silo. But here I sort of put both of them and then checked it out, and I really liked it. So I just had to figure out how to make them even, so they were not even at all. So I had to do that. But I think it looked really good. It made it feel a little more barn to me. So that was the goal for this, was to sort of make it look like a barn, like there's a campsite in a barn. Like I said, obviously you can't put a roof on it, which really stinks. But I think that the simple panels are so nice and it really make it feel like a barn on the outside, and then the loft beds also with the little layer on the top, I think definitely helps with that as well. So pretty much at this point I'm just filling in any extra spaces, going through what I have, and yeah, so just trying to finish up this build as best as possible. I did time travel and stunt this tree, so that's what I just did there. Just so that way it stays kind of small, it doesn't block everything, which I like. And then I added a few little plants here, and basically it just trying to keep it as natural as possible. Just adding a little farm vibe to it. Luckily, I knew I had another cypress plant, so I went and grabbed that just so I can see what it looked like, and once I get my other plant in, I'll just place it back where it was. So yeah. Alright, we are going to do the final walkthrough. I'm super happy with how this turned out. So if we walk up here, you can see the little laundry area back there. And then we come up to the swinging bench and this little mini picnic area. And there is the campsite in the barn. I think it looks so nice. It's like an upscale barn campsite. I mean, I don't know how upscale it is, but yeah, I just think it looks so nice. The silos, I think, definitely make it feel more barn. Like I said, without a roof, it's hard to do that, but I think the silos definitely help it. We got a little fishing hole, the hay beds, so I really love how this turned out, and just a cozy little area for my villagers, my campers. So I'm just taking a few shots here so you can sort of see everything in all of its glory. But yeah. So that is basically it for my campsite barn build. So I did have a lot of fun. It took a little bit of planning, but we got there, we did it. So I think it looks really good. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. Do you think it looks like a barn? Maybe not. I don't know. But thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye!